Thank you, Bishop Dixon, and thank you for taking care of my family. Just about everybody in here is part of my family, spiritually. So many of you have touched my life in the most profound and auspicious ways, none more poignantly than Mother Portis, who's in heaven, as we all know. Every time I fly back from Oklahoma to talk to San Diego, I have to fly over the cemetery near my 93-year-old aunt's home, near my godmother's house, where now Rodney lives. And I always wonder who I'm coming to eulogize or kiss. When I finish this, I'll run over to see Mike Lyric, of course, is here with me. David TikTok. We used to make fun of his name. She'd say so proud, TikTok, where's TikTok? And he'd come and give a little speech, say something. Flo, I just want to take you home with me. It's so sweet. I love you so much, Michael. You done grown up, so I got so tall. And of course, Carol's not here today, but we feel like family. We rode together in those raggedy, crooked station wagon. No quarter to have them and 10,000 other children. And the station wagon looked like it was riding down sideways. It wasn't going that straight. Something was always wrong with the tire or a battery or a wheel. And some of the deacons would help her correct it. The little raggedy, hopeless dresses. Glorian didn't like them long, dressed down below the knee. Mother Porter wouldn't allow anything that all of her daughters had to look like district missionaries. State mamas and stuff. But the rich, I was standing before 250,000 Ghanaians. Well, there were ours a few years ago, and there were that many in the stadium. They tell us another 250,000 outside the stadium. And I thought about Mother Portis. The first time I preached with it was at Blake's Chapel, named after Mother Blake, Bishop Blake's mother. And I was scared. I wrote my message out. I said, all right, I'll sing a song like the saints always do, testify, pray, and then I'll read my text. I could barely read. I was about 5. I had to make it up. And then I wrote out my opening statement, and then I started my little message. Well, I had about 20 minutes, and I was through with all of it in 5. I was so scared to preach, but that's the moment that thrust me into the yes of God to the ministry. Later on, Dad Sherman came out of the audience at Jackson and pulled me when I was 14 years old and pulled me up on the platform. So this is where you belong, son, not down there. And that's when I said yes to broader. And then Bishop Blake licensed me right after that. But I have 10 million thoughts today. This is very moving in so many ways. In the book of Jeremiah, it is recorded that God said, before I formed you, Sister Chaplain, in your mother's womb, I knew you. That's a very powerful and intimate statement. I knew you. That's a covenant statement. It's a statement of agreement. Before you were formed, you were formless, skinless, sinless, nameless, and endless. I called you. I think when God knew us in our pre-incarnate consciousness, we said yes to this journey we call life. I think we all agreed to come here. I think we made a covenant with God. I believe Mother Portis made a covenant with God when God knew her before she had formed. And she touched all these lives. The presiding bishop of the Church of God in Christ was taught. Charles E. Blake was taught by this woman. When I stood before those men, I've never been any place in the world, and I've been all across this planet. Mother Portis is always by my side. Her fingerprints are all over me like they're all over you. This is an ordained expression of God on this planet. We sit in this room today, people touched by a special anointing that came through her life. I'm glad to see you. To all you sweet saints, I want to kiss every one of you, Mother Featherston. I see Mother Watkins, who came into Kojic because of Mother Portis. The room is full of people who can talk about her life. But because she said yes, We said yes. Death is an opulent and extravagant, sometimes arrogant illusion. We think we have something to cry about. You know, we're weeping, and I wept today and I'll weep some more. But not because Mother Portis is gone, but because, and not just because I love Mother Portis, but I love the aspect of myself that I experienced when I was with her. When I stand before a crowd and look for her face, she always had that big smile on her face. David got to go see her Sunday. He brought his wife and children to church, Sunday school, and he said he had his mom on his spirit, my mother, had to go see his mother, so he goes to see his mother, drops the children, his wife off, and goes to the rest home to see his mother. They had exchanged a few smiles. She didn't speak. She was close to heaven then. I think she was waiting for him, and her spirit called him in there, that yes. So he goes to kiss his mother, hug his mother, say a word of prayer. By the time he gets back to church, he gets the call. His mother went to heaven. She was just waiting for him. And when you went, you took all of us with you, David. We all said goodbye to Mother Portis. Today we're doing it in the formal way. But because she said yes, we said yes. I'm touched by her life. We're here by agreement. Let's sing together. I'll say yes, Lord, yes, to your will and to your way.